Hey guys, what's going on? We got another Enhancement Shaman PVP video. This time we are back in the solo shuffle and we're playing Enhancement Storm version. We're actually fighting another Enhancement Shaman, which was pretty cool. This is around 2200 MMR, but it didn't quite go perfectly, but I don't think anybody here really played terrible either. I think everybody played pretty well, but let's get into it. So first here you can see I missed a hex on our healer. That was a big mistake on my part. But you win some, you lose some. But anyways, we're going to be focusing on the enhancement shown for the most part, but also not leaving the assassination on its own. Oh, for other things, we have a marksman hunter, resto shaman, assassination rogue, and another enhancement shaman, as well as a holy priest. So but yeah, our main focus is going to be the enhancement. He doesn't have as much defensives or utility to get away, so that is our primary focus. But at the same time, we don't want to leave the assassination rogue to his own devices because he is he can fall over pretty quickly. But anyways, another note to take is I have poison cleanse totem specifically for rogues. You typically want to take it if you can fit it into your build. And the reason why is because it will remove their mortal strike effect. So their wound poison, it will remove it because that is a pretty heavy healing reduction. And there you can see I went ahead and burrowed because we were getting pretty low. I use burrow to knock up the DPS, but probably should have done a hard swap onto the priest there because he didn't end up healing himself too much. But we are just taking so much damage here, and it's very, very difficult for the resto shaman to keep us alive. And there you can see the rogue goes ahead and cloaks, get a gouge on our healer, then a full kidney shot on me, and I just fall down. It's very, very unfortunate. I should have swapped to the holy priest as soon as I could have, and we could have possibly gotten something out of that. But yeah, other than that, like this shuffle, I really don't think anybody played bad. I really don't think so. Other than me missing a hex and stuff, but I think everybody played very well here. There wasn't a outlier at all. Um, but yeah. So here we have the Asa Rogue and myself on the same team with the Holy Priest, and we're fighting the Marksman Enhancement Shaman. So I let the Rogue go ahead and get a sap off, and then I start making my way towards the Shaman. Here, he gets lassoed pretty early on and gets kind of punished for being a bit overextended. But here I make a quick swap to the Hunter, and I missed my kill on the oh, what do you call them? Static totem. I should have brought down the static totem, and there I saw the healing stream down, so I went ahead and took that out. And then they're still on the rogue. The rogue hasn't used a defensive, and he dies without it. So it was kind of a mistake on the rogue's part, but I think he thought he was gonna live, but it's quite unfortunate. I think we could have won that, but he made one mistake of not using his defensives early enough and just fell over. It was very unfortunate. But on to the next one, we got Marksman Assassination versus Double Enhance. Here we're gonna try and hit the Marksman Hunter, but at the same time we want to hit the Assassination Rogue, right? We don't have as much gap closer, so chasing after the Marksman Shaman all the time is kind of bad in a sense. It's not that great, but yeah, so here I get a very early Ascendance proc, forcing a lot of cooldowns. We get Cloak right away, and we get an Earthen Wall from the Resto Shaman, so we have quite a lot of damage going out. And there, the Hunter gets steamrolled and drops very, very low. So, but there I get Kidney Shot. The Priest has a really, really nice grip on me to get me away from them. So I just kind of hang back a second, try and soak a trap if I can, if he has it, and I lasso the rogue because I don't want him doing any damage. So here the hunter runs away, so I kind of chase after him, and I go ahead and wall because I felt like the rogue was gonna be doing a kidney setup here in a second, but it was a mistake on my part. But there is the evasion from the rogue, so now we're going to be switching to the hunter because we can't really hit the rogue at this point. And this shaman was really good at juking kicks. So I go ahead and trinket here because he smoke bombed. I wanted out of that as soon as possible so my healer could heal me. I go ahead and burrow also because I got very, very low. And the one of the new things for Assassination Rogue, I think for this season, is that they kind of have to execute with their bleeds. So here we get a nice grip on all of them, but the Resto Shaman gets a nice static totem, which I didn't kill again. It's really tough to kill those when you have a hunter on the enemy team because so many pets and stuff. But here, I start taking damage. He does a nice ray of hope on me, which keeps me alive, which is quite nice. He must have got a couple of power word or holy word, whatever those thingies are. So it gave me enough health. We get cheat death on the rogue. The priest goes ahead and swaps me. We instantly get the spirit cleanse or spirit link, and then we're still on the rogue. We want to take him out. He's getting very, very close, and he falls over. It's just very, very lucky because we were getting to the point where either team was about to win, basically. But here it's me and the Acid Rogue with the Resto Shaman versus the Marksman and Enhancement. Here we want to hit the Enhancement Shaman. And the reason for that is they are a bit easier to kill. But that doesn't mean we're going to just leave the Marksman to do whatever he wants, because leaving a Marksman is one of the harder things, because if they're free casting with aim shot and stuff, then they're just going to do so much damage. And it's crazy. But yeah, so here we go. I let the rogue get a sap off. Anytime you're with a rogue, make sure you let him go in first, get a sap, because it's going to start your opener. It allows for massive starting pressure because the healer or a DPS is out of the play, so it forces a lot of defensives. As you can see, both Guardian Spirit and Ancestral Shift were used, so we got 2 defensives for 2 CCs. It is very, very easy. And so here I'm chasing after the hunter, but I get kind of stunned. So I go ahead and trinket with Ancestral or Astral Shift just to make sure I'm not taking too much damage. And here the hunter pushes in on the healer. I kind of walk over him to see if he does any AoE or cleave to me, but he didn't because I was trying to break it. So I used Thunderstorm there to interrupt his aim shot because I want to reduce his damage as much as possible. And here the enhance popped ascend or procced an ascendant, so I went for the lasso, but he ended up trinketing it. And there's the ray of hope from the priest, so I'm just wailing into it. There's the turtle, and then we switch to the enhancement shaman really, really fast during this ascendance proc, so we get a huge amount of damage from him. So it was pretty good. And I go ahead and burrow here. He gets kidneyed in the smoke bomb, so I used the burrow knock up to knock him up so he can't move. And even though he was stunned, I wasn't sure if he was going to trinket or anything. I wasn't paying attention to his cooldowns, and just to make sure that he couldn't do anything. But yeah, we were able to get him down during that smoke bomb kidney. That was a really nice setup by the rogue. So here, onto the second last match, we get a pretty quick. I won't spoil it. But anyways, our main focus is going to be the assassination rogue, and the reason why is we were just able to, I don't know, get him. Because the other guy, we got him out of stealth, for one, which was huge. And here I saw Bloodlust, so I just went ahead and walled, because I knew they wanted to do a setup on me. So if I wall, I'm just reducing all the damage, and I knew the kidney shot was coming up. So here we get a huge amount of damage on this assassination rogue. He goes ahead and pops evasion. So I switch to the enhancement shaman, and there he gets ancestral shift. And I just pulled him a little bit away from the healer because I want the healer to have to run in and Spirit Link to have to save him. Here I get an Ascendance proc, and I'm just wailing on this rogue. There goes his, I believe that was his cheat death. Maybe he's not running it. But I go ahead and burrow because I just got a lot of damage put into me. And then I see he's getting very, very low. The shaman was walking in for the link, but he didn't drop it soon enough. It was very unlucky on his part. They ran out of defensives. If he had dropped it sooner, he probably would have saved them through the the enhancement shaman, but it was unfortunate on their part. But on to the next one, we're fighting the rogue and the marksman hunter. Here it kind of sucked. This enhancement shaman was running bloodlust, which is perfectly fine. But I think in this case, he should have grabbed Burrow over the Bloodlust, and the reason why was just for that extra defensive. I'm not sure if he had it. Didn't look like it. But here I get the rogue out of stealth with my Earthbind totem, which was pretty lucky. But here, a lot of damage is coming out. There's the pain suppression on, or the PI onto the hunter. So I just went ahead and walled because it's a lot of damage going out, getting wailed on. The Resto Shaman does a nice lasso on the rogue just to kind of stop damage. There I go ahead and hex the Marksman Hunter just to remove some of the damage. I pull the rogue LOS. He goes ahead and uses his cloak because he knew we could bring him down pretty fast. But I just back off a little bit just because I don't want to get caught up. And the healer gets CC'd. So I should have sent my lasso onto the hunter. I wasn't looking at DRs on the rogue. So I sent a lasso that was got an immunity. So it really sucked. But yeah, we're wailing on the rogue just because he's got nothing left and he's going to be the closest target. I go ahead and hex the marksman again. He goes ahead and trinkets. We're all getting very low. This is the pressure of an assassination rogue. And the shaman just falls over, which sucked. He wasn't a kidney, but yeah. But anyways, that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoy the solo shuffle grind. I will probably be doing more until I hit 2400 maybe, or we'll see what else happens. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Laters!